everybody, welcome back. Guess what? Shakespeare time. Shakespeare time. Shakespeare time. Okay, we're on Act 5, Scene 8, titled Another Part of the Field. Enter Macbeth. Macbeth. Why should I play the Roman fool and die on my own sword? Now, what he means by that is it used to be a Roman tradition. I think it was Cato who actually in history did this. You stab yourself, so you don't let your enemy. When I believe it was when Caesar came back to the capital. I think it was Caesar. Was it Caesar or Mark Antony or both of them? But they came back to the capital, and I don't remember if he killed himself in his home or somewhere close to the Roman Senate. But he stabbed himself. So it used to be like you don't give your enemy the honor of killing you, you kill yourself. So that's what Macbeth means. Whiles I see lives, the gashes do petter upon them. Enter Macduff. Turn, hell hound, turn! Macbeth. Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back! My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already. Macduff. I have no words, my voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out. Fight! Alarm! So they're fighting now. Macbeth. Thou loosest labour, as easy mayest thou the entrenched air with thy keen sword impress as make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born. Macduff. Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped. So did you get that? So Macbeth has been focusing on this witch who told him, none of woman born can kill you, right? Now, Macduff just said he had a C-section. He wasn't born the traditional way. He was taken out a different way. So it's a riddle. You see? Macbeth. Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense, that keep this word of promise to our ear, and break it to our hope, I'll not fight with thee. Macduff. Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze on the time. We'll have thee as our rare monsters are, painted upon a pole, and under writ, here may you see the tyrant. Oh, snap. Macbeth. I will not yield. To kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble curse, though Burnham would be come to Dunsinane, and thou opposed, being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, Hold! Enough! Exit fighting alarms. And Macbeth says, damned be him that first cries, Hold. So he's like, there's going to be no breaking. This is till the death. Re-enter fighting, and Macbeth is slain. Exit Macduff with Macbeth. Retreat and flourish. Enter with drums and colours. Malcolm, Seward, Ross, Thanes, and soldiers. So Macbeth is killed by Macduff. Malcolm. I would the friends we miss were safe arrived. Seward. Some must go off, and yet by these I see so great a day as this is cheaply bought. Malcolm. Macduff is missing, and your noble son. Ross. Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died. Notice how Ross is saying like a man he died. And remember in the play, Lady Macbeth kept telling Macbeth, be a man, and Macbeth did an evil action. Was that really being a man? No. He was the inverse of a noble man. Notice how Shakespeare plays with this language. Seward. Then he is dead. Ross. Aye, and brought off the field, your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end. Had he hurts before? Aye, on the front. Why, then, God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish them to a fairer death, and so his knell is nulled. He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him. That's really cool what Malcolm says. He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him. So he's gonna, spill them tears. C word. He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score. He parted well and paid his score. He got his debt, He marked something off his list. Enter Macduff with Macbeth's head. So Macduff has Macbeth's head. Macduff. Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compass with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland! Hail, King of Scotland! Flourish, so everybody's like, Malcolm. We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves, and make us even with you, my thanes and kinsmen. Henceforth be earls the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad, that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen. Talking about Macbeth and his wife, who, as 'tis thought by self and violent hands, took off her life. This, and what needful else that calls upon us, by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one whom we invite to see us crowd at Scone. Flourish, exent omnes. Finis! You did it! You read Shakespeare's Macbeth! Congratulations! Alright, what did we learn? We learned that you should never listen to the riddles of the witches. Never listen to a woman who's pushing you to do something horribly dishonorable. And no crown is worth your moral compass. Very interesting. Macbeth got his head murked off. Oh, one of my favorite plays, man. I just highlighted everything in it so much. I love this book. All right, family, you did good. Be proud of yourself. You've read Shakespeare.